saluda. Y los muertos aquí lo pasamos muy bien, entre flores de colores. Y los viernes y tal, si en la fosa no hay plan, nos vestimos.
Hola, estamos en un reclutamiento.
Pues vinimos a anexar.
Sí, vinimos a un terreno baldío. Fuera de Xcaret, no estamos en Xcaret. Y hoy vamos a ver cómo tratan la basura. Sí.
Hello, my name is Fabiana Cortez, and today, along with my partners, we'll tell you about our experience at the collection center. In this segment, we're at the collection center, where the area manager explaining everything about the zone and how it works.
Una de ellas es el compactador que tenemos aquí a un lado. Acaba de llegar por ahí otro. Son 3 unidades que tenemos para el manejo de nuestros residuos. Y tenemos 2 camionetas.
Where are they all stored?
Aceites de cocina. Y trabajamos con la empresa que se llama Sone. Esta empresa hace biodiesel con ese material y además también hace alimentos para cachorros, ¿vale? Alimentos para cachorros con el aceite de cocina o la manteca de cocina también. Dime.
Hello, my name is Lua Velais, and today I will be telling you the point of view of the Salida Xcaret for me. So, first, we arrived to the recycling center, where we talked with the director of the center, and he explained us how everything worked and how the workers did their job there. Then, we visited a little the place, and we learned new things. And then we walked to the compost center, when we saw everything and all the organic garbage that they kept away from the recycling center. Then the director told us some interesting things.
We went to the recycling center with my classmates. There, we learned how to separate and collect different materials like plastic, paper, and metal. The people who work there explained how recycling helps reduce trash and pollution. I thought it was very interesting, though, to see how everything is organized. After that, we went to the compost place. We learned the compost is made from food waste and plants. They show us how the waste turns into soil that can be used to grow new plants. It was a little smelly, but it was cool to see how nature reuses everything. I really like visit because I learned more about how to take care of the environment and why it's important to recycle and compost.
At the recycling center, they already separate waste is organized by such as plastic, paper, glass, and metal. Each material is then cleaned and prepared to be reused. For example, plastics are melted and turned into new bottles or containers. Paper is processed to make recycled sheets, and glass is crushed to create new jars or windows. Metals are melted down to be used again in tools, cans, or machines.
In the compost center, Grupo Xcaret has 5,867 pounds of compost in 2023 and about 80 tons of organic trash. Recycling makes communities more resilient? The answer is yes. Recycling makes communities more resilient because it reduces dependence on new resources, creates local jobs, decreases pollution, and encourages cooperation and environmental awareness. This helps communities adapt better to economic and environmental challenges. How much trash a person makes per day? On average, a person produces about 2 to 2.5 kilograms, 6 to 7 pounds of trash per day. However, it depends on where they live. In the developed countries like the USA, people can create up to 2.5 kilos daily. In developing countries, the average is closer to 1 kilo or less. Most of this waste comes from food scraps, packaging, paper, and plastics.
We asked to the people that worked in the compost center of Xcaret what is the biggest problem in the compost center. They told us that the park has a program where large amounts of seaweed are collected from the beach, then added to the compost mix. Because of the sargassum has high moisture, sand, and salt content, is not a simple element that can be added. to the compost mix. They have to dry it, mix it, and pour it into plant material, drain it, and stir it constantly over many days. This means it gets large spaces, personnel, and time devoted exclusively to the process. Also, the scale of organic waste and composting is large. In 2021, Sustainability reported that they pronounced 4,728.7 tons of compost from organic waste.
When we all arrived to the compost center, there was a horrible smell. Well, besides that, there was a very pleasant girl whose name was America, and she told us about the compost center. She told us that they come with a truck like every few time, and they bring all the organic matter and place it in the compost. And that's actually very interesting. And it's full of birds. Birds love that.
The compost produced is used to fertilize landscaping, green zones, nurseries at the park, and related resources areas of the group Xcaret. By integrating sargassum and other locally available organic materials, plant trimmings, food waste, they are reducing reliance on external fertilizer inputs and closing resource loops. This also ties into their water sustainability agenda, water treatment, waste reduction, ecosystem conservation, etc., under the planet pillar of their strategy.
America, the girl in charge, said to us something important. If people care about separating their trash life, it would be more easy. I'm never forgetting what she said because she has reason.
Estamos saliendo. Nuevo personaje, Marquito. Nuevo personaje. Ok, corto.
Pero venimos saliendo de la plática que nos dieron, sí.
Muy interesante.
Estuvo bastante bien, aquí está nuestro equipo.